पावर प्लांट क्वेश्चन आंसर में आपका स्वागत है। अगर आप बीओई या बॉयलर ऑपरेटर एग्जाम या इंटरव्यू की तैयारी कर रहे हैं तो यह चैनल आपके लिए बहुत हेल्पफुल होने वाला है। चलिए शुरू करते हैं। What is the difference between a tube and a pipe? Tube is produced with higher tolerance and pipe is manufactured with lower tolerance. In tube, outer diameter and wall thickness are commonly used to express the size, but in a pipe, inner diameter is critical dimension of pipe ID is expressed normally or approximately. A tube is used where heat transfer take place at the time of fluid flow. But in case of pipe, only the fluid flows. What do you mean by pipe schedule? The wall thickness of a pipe depend upon the schedule of pipe. There are different schedule number used for pipe to determine the wall thickness. American National Standard Institute, ANSI, American Society of Testing Material, ASTM, and American Society of Mechanical Engineers, ASME. The weight of pipe increase with increase in schedule number. The additional of letter as after schedule number identify it is stillness pipe. What is the ID of a 100 NB schedule 40 pipe? For a 100 NB nominal bore schedule 40 pipe, 100 NB is equal to 4 inches. Outside diameter OD is equal to 114.3 millimeters. Wall thickness schedule 40 is equal to 6.02 millimeters. Inside diameter ID is equal to OD minus 2 times wall thickness is equal to 114.3 minus 2 times 6.02 is equal to 102.26 millimeters. What is ASTM standard? There are different scheduled number used for pipe to determine the wall thickness. ASTM is American Society for Testing Materials. On what factor as does the material standard of the pipe depend? The weight of the pipe increase with the increase in schedule number. Schedule for stainless steel pipe is ranged from 5s to 80s. The additional of letter as after schedule number identifies it as stainless pipe. On what factor as does the pipe wall thickness depend? The wall thickness of pipe depends upon the schedule of the pipe. American National Standard Institute, ANSL, sponsored by American Society for Testing Material, ASTM, and American Society of Mechanical Engineers, ASME, has standardized this schedule. The weight of the pipe increase with the increase in schedule number. Additional of later as after schedule number identify it as stainless pipe. Which standards are used for carbon steel tube and pipe? In tube standards SA178, SA192, SA209 and SA210 is used mostly. SA210, grade A1 and C is used in economizer, evaporator and other low temperature tubes. Carbon steel used maximum up to 420 degrees Celsius. In carbon steel pipe standard SA106, grade A, B and C are used in boiler house. What are SA210 and SA213? ASTM standard is mostly used for the boiler tubes and pipe. SA210 is seamless medium carbon steel tube used in boiler superheater tubes, and SA213 is seamless ferritic and austenitic alloy steel tube used in boiler superheater and heat exchanger. What are SA106 and SA335? SA106 seamless carbon steel pipe for high temperature service and SA335 seamless ferritic and austenitic alloy steel pipe for high temperature service are used in a boiler house. To which standard does the grades T11, T22 and T91 belong? Tube standards SA213 grade T11, T22 and T91 seamless ferritic and austenitic alloy steel, boiler superheater and heat exchanger tubes are used in the boilers. What is the definition of carbon steel as per American Iron and Steel Institute, AISI? As per American Iron and Steel Institute, AISI, steel is considered to be carbon steel when no minimum content is specified or required for chromium, cobalt, columbium, niobium, molybdenum, nickel, titanium, tungsten, vanadium or zirconium or any other element to be added to obtain a desired alloying effect. Where is alloy steel used? Particularly the superheater of a boiler is exposed to high temperature. Also, there is a chance of erosion due to high velocity of dust particles. So alloy steel is mostly used in this case. What are the roles of chromium and molybdenum in alloy steel? Chromium makes steel wear resistant, corrosion resistant and increases its hardness. Chromium forms an inert passive film on the surface on the tube which resists the attack by oxidizing reagents. Chromium is used as carbide stabilizer. Molybdenum forms complex carbides. It increases the strength of steel at higher temperature, makes steel more heat resistance. Minimize the temperature, brittleness and reduces the mass of effect. What is difference between austenitic steel and ferritic steel? Steel is normally classified by its microstructure. Austenitic steel exhibits a single face-centered cubic, FCC structure. Ferritic steel has a body-centered crystal, BCC structure, known as ferrite at all the temperature below its melting point. When alloying element promotes or stabilizes the austenitic phase, it is called austenitic forming element. Nickel and magnesium mainly belong to this group. Corrosion resistance, oxidation resistance, strength at higher temperature. Alloying elements which promote or stabilize ferric phase are called ferrite formatting elements. Most important elements of this group are chromium Cr, silicon C, and molybdenum Mo. In ferritic steel, alloying elements other than nickel are used. In case of austenitic and ferritic steel, all the alloying elements including nickel are used. How is the flow-through pipe is calculated? Two types of fluid can flow through a pipe. First is compressible and second is incompressible fluid. When fluid volume is directly related to pressure and temperature of the fluid, it is called compressible fluid such as steam. When the volume of fluid remains relatively constant with the change in pressure and temperature, the fluid is known as incompressible fluid such as water. Flow through a pipe is given by flow meter cube is equal to cross-section area of pipe meter square times flow velocity meter per second. Velocity of fluid normally adopted in power plant are as feed water suction 0.6 to 1 meter per second, discharge 1 to 4 meter per second, saturated steam 20 to 40 meter per second, superheated steam 25 to 80 meter per second. Pressure or head loss due to friction in a straight pipe is given by Darcy-Weisbach equation. HF is equal to 4FLU2 divided by 2GD, where HF is equal to head loss due to friction in meter, F is equal to friction factor, L is equal to length of pipe in meter, U is equal to flow velocity in meter per second, G is equal to gravitational constant 9.81 meter per second square, D is equal to diameter of pipe in meter. The friction factor of a pipe depend upon the Reynolds number and roughness of the pipe inner surface. Friction factor can also be found from Modi chart. What are the demerits of oversize and undersize pipelines? Demerits of oversize pipes are more expensive due to bigger size of valves, fittings, etc. Installation cost is higher for support work and insulation. In steam pipe, more condensate is formed due to greater heat loss. More traps are required for the removal of this condensate. Demerits of undersize pipe are, pressure drop is more, so less pressure is available at the load end. There is a risk of starvation due to excessive drop. There is also a greater risk of erosion, water hammer and noise due to high velocity. Where does more pressure drop take place across gate valve or globe valve? A globe valve causes a greater pressure drop than a gate valve because its internal design forces the fluid to change direction multiple times, creating higher resistance to flow and turbulence. In contrast, a gate valve has a straight-through flow path, offering minimal resistance and a lower pressure drop when fully open, making it suitable for applications where minimum pressure loss is critical. Why is the pipe support required? Pipe support to required due to weight of pipe itself, thermal expansion, pressure of the fluid flowing in the pipe, wind load on the pipe, occasional load during hydro test, vibration due to water hammer, earthquake. What are the different type of pipe supports used in a steam pipeline? There are different type of pipe supports and hangers are used. These are as rigid supports, variable spring support, constant spring support. What is the difference between variable spring support, constant is spring support? In variable spring support, hanger, vertical expansion of the piping causes expansion or compression of a spring which support the pipe. Supporting force varies with the deflection of spring. Variable spring supports are used when the load variation is less. The piston plate should move up and down freely during operation. A constant support hanger provides constant supporting force to the pipe at any vertical expansion and construction. This is achieved by a helical spring and lever in such way that spring force always remains equal to the pipe movement. Constant spring supports are used when load variation is more. What is cold load and hot load? Load on the pipe when the pipeline is in cold condition is known as cold load, and the load when the pipeline is in hot operating condition is known as hot load. What is travel of a support and how is it measured? In supporting hangers, the piston plates should move up and down freely during operation. The moment of this piston plate is marked with a pointer and scale to show the travel. Position of the pointer is to be checked regularly. Travel indicator of the support indicates the travel. Why is the insulation of a pipeline is done and why is cladding provided? When hot water or steam flows through pipe, considerable amount of heat energy is radiated out of the pipe surface to the surrounding atmosphere and the fluid temperature drops. To minimize this loss, pipeline is insulated to prevent radiation of heat from the pipe to the surroundings. Aluminum cladding is provided for mechanical protection and waterproofing. Specify the location at which the trap is fitted in a pipeline. Steam traps are provided at suitable locations, normally at lowest point of the system. Trap is fitted to a pocket which is normally provided at the bottom of the pipe. From where branch line is taken from a steam line and why? When a branch pipeline is to be taken from the main pipeline, it should be taken out from the top of the main line, not from the bottom of the line due to chance of entry of condensate in the branch line. Suitable isolation valve is to be provided for each branch line. What is water hammer? Due to the heat loss in a pipeline, steam is condensed. Velocity of a steam flowing over the accumulated condensate causes ripples in the water. Turbulence builds up until the water forms a solid mass or slug. When this slug of condensate collides with the pipe wall or fittings at high velocity, then the noise and vibration are produced, and this is called water hammer. Why is a reducer used in pipeline and what are its types? Reducers are used to join pipes of different size. There are two types of reducer, concentric reducer and eccentric reducer. दोस्तों, अगर आपको कोई टॉपिक चाहिए या कोई खास सवाल सीरीज चाहिए तो मुझे कमेंट में जरूर बताएं, मैं अगला वीडियो उसी पर बनाऊंगा। चैनल को सब्सक्राइब और शेयर करना ना भूलें। मिलते हैं अगले वीडियो में।